right, they're going to lag. It's going to be real important to get a good lag here, because if you lose the lag and you have to break, your opponent has a good chance to run the set out on you. So it looks like Shawn Morgan won. Rodney's going to rack him and break him, and Shawn's going to have first crack at his at the table here. We're going to have 3 other rounds today, 12, 2, and 4. So you guys are in for a long day of straight pool action. Again, we're going to have some of the greatest players on the planet competing in this event. It's the American 14.1 Straight Pool Championships being held at Diamond Billiards in Midlothian, Virginia. So Shawn Morgan is going to step to the table now with a pretty good shot. Rodney did not lay down the greatest of breaks. He did put the cue on the end rail, though, which is going to help. But if Shawn Morgan can put the 4 down, he might be off to the races right here, because he's got a couple of shots out in the open already. Shawn Morgan, sponsored by Artitude Tattoos and Molinari. He's from Alaska, currently residing in New York City. And Rodney Morris is sponsored by Kenny Cues, Andy Billiard Cloth. And I'm not 100% sure where he's residing from, but he's from Hawaii originally. I believe he was from Hawaii. Oh, Shawn Morgan's going to put down a good shot. And he was a little unfortunate to get stuck up under there without another shot. Might have hit it a little too hard. Now he's going to have to play some kind of safe. I think no matter what he does, he might leave Rodney a look at something. He's looking at the 14. Off, it looks like the 2 ball. I don't think he's going to pull the trigger on that. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's got other things he can do first. He might be able to play the 9 full in the face, break up that little cluster, send something to the rail, and draw back onto the 14, almost where he is now, leaving Rodney with nothing to shoot at. He could thin the 3 and go way up table. That's a good shot. He might have left Rodney a shot at that 2 ball. And he's going to look to see if the 10 ball might go in a combination. It looks like he might be playing it. Yeah, there it is, and he's got himself a shot on that 3. A little thin, but he might be able to work that and get back into the stack. Again, you know, it's the round robin stage, race to 100. Everybody wants the W, but if you lose here, you're not necessarily knocked out. You want to get a high ball count, though, in case it goes down to the ball count, to determine whether or not you make it to the knockout stage of the tournament. He's still got a bunch of problems here. He can get into him with the 8. Once he plays the 14, should bring him around to the 6. He's got to get the 6 out. He can deal with that. From the 6, he can get up maybe onto the 2 to go into him. He's got a couple of options here. He might come around and get back on the 8. He might come one rail and get on the 8. Now he decided to get on the 6, it looks like. Kind of hard to tell. The monitor's got a little funny color to it. But he can roll this in and breaks him up. Yeah, he really didn't get the break he wanted, but he can still go into him. He might go into him right here. If he plays, it looks like they're 12 on the side, he can go into him. I think that might be his best bet. It's hard to tell if he's got it. I mean, he can shoot the 8, but that's not really going to get into him. He's going to be jacked up. Well, he played a combination. That was good. It's always good to look at the pack there and see if something's dead. That took care of most of everything on the rack here. 15 goes in the bottom left. That opens the 7. He's got the 8 ball as a good break shot. And he can get on it with any number of balls. So right now he's just going to pick off balls and get the table clear. 7 ball might even go if it's not frozen to the 15. But it looks like it is. He's going to play the 15 first. Get on the 1. Come up a little short, but he's got options though. Yeah, he's going to play the 7, 1, 4, 11, it looks like. That's actually the 5. And it looks like Rodney's going to take the first rack. Most of it anyway. Shawn did have that one shot in the beginning. So I believe it's going to be 13-1. Rodney with an excellent break shot to keep his run going. He's going to hit this with a high ball and just go into the 9, it looks like. Or he can draw it off the 9, which is what he did. But he ended up coming down table a little bit, which he got a good break off it. He's got 2 little tied up areas right there. But he can take care of one right now with the 9 ball and roll forward and still have the 1. And he might be able to spin into the 6 from here and take care of that other problem area. Still thin on the 1. He might play the 14. The 10 ball rather. He's going to stay up here and take care of that 15. Get that out of the way. Overhit that one a little bit. He'll go into either the 14 or the 7 right here. Break these out. And now he's just got to see. I think the 14, he can get to the 14 past the 8. So if he rolls up on the 11 right now and takes care of the 14, he's done. He's still got a break shot with the 3. He's got key balls. He can use the 6 or the 8. He might go into the 8 now playing the 6. I don't think he needs to do that though. Yeah, he can just roll this down or draw it on the 5. Play the 6. He can pretty much get out any way he wants from here. I like going to the 1 from here, though. Get rid of that 1 ball. Yeah, 5 leads him to the 6, 6 leads him to the 7 or the 8, which leads him to the 9. He breaks with the 3. He's got a lot of different ways he can go about this. He got a little straighter on this one than he wanted. He might be able to draw it back to get on the 7. He's going to cut the 7 and go around the table. Good shot. I guess he realized he couldn't do what he needed to do from the 6. Oh, he don't want to get straight in again, though. Oh, that's not good. He has a bit of an angle. He can come forward or draw it back. And he's right back in line. That's why these top pros, they don't sweat. They get a little out of line, they get right back in line 1 or 2 shots later. Rodney Morris is up 27-1 against Shawn Morgan. Quick race to 100. Day 2 here at Midlothian, Virginia at the Diamond Billiards Club. We're going to be here all week for the American 14.1 Straight Pool Championships. Still in the early round robin stage, race to 100. Everyone gets to play 6 matches, I believe, so no one gets knocked out today or tomorrow. But once it gets down to the knockout stages, then you got to be mindful of every shot. Can't make a mistake there. You can get away with it here. Won't hurt you as much, but again, he's really only got that little cluster right there, but he can play the 14 right now or the 10 and break that out. Everything else goes, and he's still got break shots. So he's good. Again, he just has to pick balls off. A lot of times this is what you really need. You can't keep worrying about trouble areas and trying to break things out and trying to, break up clusters. You got a good spread, now he just has to pick them off. Doesn't have to work too hard. Got to play the 5 here. Yeah, not much to do. He didn't want to get straight on the 13. He should be fine. Yeah, he had a little bit of an angle. He's probably going to use the 11 as the break. 14 as his key ball. Get that 9 ball out of there. It might be a bit of a stretch for him though from here, so. Yeah, not a problem. Gets on the 6. He can go any way he wants from here. You can play the 8-4-1-14, 8-1-4-14. We'll see what he does. Should have no problem going up another 14 balls. on Shawn Morgan. He'll have 31. He'll have 41, excuse me. And Shawn Morgan can be in a little bit of trouble in this quick race here. Yeah, Rodney's going to easily put this away. He's got a great break shot. Again, he goes into the side of the stack. He's looking real good right now. He's playing very well. He's very smooth. He's in rhythm. Rodney's going to have 41 to Shawn Morgan's 1. Hey, Lou, I see you watching. What's going on, buddy? Hope you guys are enjoying it. Oh, he missed the 11. Oh, I'm surprised. Shawn says, oh, my turn. That's the break Shawn needed right there. Well, these tables are tight. You know, these aren't 6-inch pockets by any means. So, Shawn's got a good shot now to get back into this. And he's got a lot of balls that are open. He's just got that little bit of a cluster right there. But he can draw into it right now from the 8 if he wants. He doesn't even need to get into them right now. He's got lots of options right here. Well, that wasn't the greatest shot. I mean, he's got options still, but he tied up that 314, it looks like. 4-ball might go, so he can break him up with that. And he can get into the 314 with that 1-ball. He might be able to go into him now. I don't think he will. He might have tried to. He's really tying things up now. Now he's got to play the 1, which he needed to go into him. But he can do that with the 13. So I think Shawn just needs to be a little mindful of his shot selection right now. He might need to just calm down a little bit, take a breath, relax, and just stop pocketing balls. I hope you don't mean by missing that ball there, Lou. All right. I don't know if he can go into him now. All he really has to do is roll into him. He's got the 6 or the 7. You know, if he plays the 13, he can go into him a little bit. Doesn't have to go into him that hard. You know, he doesn't really have to work anything. The cue ball will naturally go into him. But he's got to watch out. He doesn't really tie him up a little bit more, maybe with that 9 ball. Maybe push the 3 into the 9 a little bit. Oh, that worked out nice. All right, so we're starting to get back under control here. Let that one go pretty good. He's got the 10 in the side now. If the 4 goes in, I think he can roll up and then play the 4 to break up the 2 ball. All right, that's the 6, I think. Yeah, he can play that right now, I think, and break him and take care of that problem. He wants to get that stripe on the side, though. All right, he takes care of this now. He'll have a shot. He's going to use the 15 as his break shot. Having a little trouble reaching it. Well, he can play the 11, come around the table, and try and work at something else to get better position on it. But he's starting to slowly run out of options here. He's going to go up for the 3 next. He didn't want to nudge it. He'll be all right. He can play the 3, draw back for the 14. From there, he can get anywhere he needs to. He can get on the 7 to come down for that to break those 2 up. That's what I like from here. I don't think the combination on the 2 is dead. He could go after those 2 balls right now and just roll the 7 in. He'll have angle to break him out, and he's still got the stripe on the side to get him to the 14, which would be a key ball. Because if he doesn't draw this back enough, now he's going away from where he needs to be. He should be okay. Looks like he's pretty straight in on it. He can roll forward, get the stripe in the corner, draw back a little bit, and have that ball right there and get on the 2. Yeah, this isn't really your textbook pattern here. And, so yeah, he's wondering, how he's going to get into there. He should be okay. I guess apparently maybe, what is that, the 4? I guess maybe the 4 doesn't go in. He can't get on it with the 2 in the way. But he could have addressed that a lot sooner. He might try and draw into him or under him right now and play him up table. But he wouldn't want to have to rely on this shot. Well, he's got one of them in the side, so let's see if it worked out for him. But yeah, he's not really getting through this rack the smoothest. And he's going to have a tough cut on the 2 ball if he doesn't go into it right here. No, it's not too bad. He can handle this. Come 2 rails out for the 15 and start his run then. He got through it. Didn't look the greatest, but he should be okay. 2 rails out, center of the table. And he didn't catch that one all the way. But since Rodney missed the break, Shawn got all of them. He's going to be at 15 to 41, trailing Rodney Morris. Now, he might have an angle to come forward 2 rails but that's kind of aggressive. From here, I mean, a good shot would be to roll the ball in and play safe off the second ball up from the corner. Kind of put Rodney in a trap because you're going to push the ball out to the long rail on the side, and you're going to push the ball down here to the short rail. So Rodney going to have a hard time playing safe off of that. No matter what he does, he's going to end up leaving Shawn a shot. You can just maybe play a stop shot right here and go off that. Maybe it's a 10 ball. Kind of hard to see which one it is right now. Maybe it's the 12. Between the 1 and 9. You play off of that one, you're going to knock the 6 down to the rail, and the 7 goes to the long rail. You won't leave Rodney a shot, but he's going to put 2 balls out into play, giving him a good chance off of Rodney's safe. So that would be the shot from here. But if he thinks he can go forward, force it, and try and catch one of those, maybe the 9 ball, depending on the angle, the 9 or 7, and just clip the 9 or 7. Yeah, all right, he caught the 13. See, that worked. He pushed the ball out. Now, he might actually have a combo on the 9 he's looking at, see if that's dead. Because it's going to have a hard time trying to go back into him from here. He's going to roll this up. He might end up playing the cut on the 3 to go back into him. And if he can do that and just touch him a little bit, just break out 1 or 2 more balls, he'll be okay. I don't think the 9's on, so that's what he's going to look to do now, I think. Just cut the 3 and kind of roll into him. Even if he clips the 5, break out the 9. No, it looks like the 9's dead, so he's going to play it. Well, that's one of the worst things you can do is shoot a dead ball that's not dead.
No, I'll tell it later.
And he's going to bring Rodney back to the table with an excellent chance to continue his run. I think Shawn Morgan's going to be at 17. So Rodney's 41. And he can cut the 9 in right now and go back into the 11 and 4. He doesn't have to hit this hard, but that'll take care of everything else that's in there. And then it's all about stringing balls together. And he decided not to do it. I'm surprised. He can go into him from the 1 here if he wants, and just clip the 11. That'll separate everything. It's not a bad shot, just a high ball, maybe a touch of right. Wow, he didn't hit him hard. I thought he hit him harder than that. Break out a little bit more, but now I think he's stuck now. He might have to play the 12 or 10 in that side pocket there. I'd prefer that over the 14-13 combination. Or the 11-13 combination. Looks like he's going to do that, though. No, he played the 12. Yeah, both of these guys are struggling a little bit right now with these racks. They still got to they're creating issues instead of taking them apart. He rolled up to get on the 5. He's going to go into the 8. 8 should break him up a little bit. But again, I think he's got to hit this one firm so he doesn't get tied up under the 8. If nothing, see if they don't spread. I think he's got the 9, but he still has to deal with that little cluster right there. The 8 should be able to take care of that, but he should be able to create a break shot from there too. He might be able to play the 4 on the side and push out that 14 or that stripe. He's not going to do it. He's going up for the 11. He wants to get on. He's going to play the 8 and break him open. That's a good shot. And he's got the 7. That one in. Nice. He's got his break shot. Just got to work a little bit, go one rail, get on the 7. And then just come 2 rails out. All right, so Rodney looks like he's under control again. And he's going to add 12 to his score, I believe. He's going to have 53. To Shawn 17. I can't see the scoreboard from here, though. But I believe that's the score. We'll have it updated in a second as soon as I can get someone to walk by and maybe take a glance at it. Yeah, we're here all week, folks. Straight pool action at Diamond Billiards, Midlothian, Virginia. Come on down and say hello.
Hi, Mike.
Yeah.
Peter asked me to stop in. Sorry.
That's all right. Good friend of mine just decided to stop in the booth here. Mr. Tommy Walters. I'm going to get his mic, his headset picked up in a minute. I'm going to get some other commentary from a good friend of mine.
Big job.
All right, Tommy, welcome to the booth, Tommy.
Okay, nice to be here.
How do you like this event so far?
Very good. Very good. You had a great match going here.
Yeah, Rodney Morris against Shawn Morgan.
I was watching a little bit from the outside. Shawn I saw him get out of a real tough table.
They've been struggling a little bit, you know. It
Yeah.
hasn't been as easy as it should be, or as easy as it could be.
It's never easy.
Yeah.
It's always work.
Just when you think it should take care of itself, something else pops up. Like right here, I think he takes the 14 and goes into him,
Yes, sir.
breaks him up.
He's got the 3 helping him and the 9 helping him.
Yep.
That's definitely his play. Oh, he missed it.
Yeah,
Wow.
he missed it. Wow.
That's one thing about using a ball along the rails and hitting it with speed. You don't hit it real clean.
Yeah, it's not going.
It's not going to go.
So how are you doing so far in this tournament?
All right, we just started. I got lucky. I won my first match. Play this afternoon, so.
That sounds good. Who'd you play the
This
first
is
round?
I played Thorsten. I actually got lucky and won a game.
Sounds good. I wouldn't mind getting lucky and winning a game.
Yeah, right.
First,
Absolutely. Yeah, you play him, you need help. Rodney plays a beautiful game, doesn't he? Smooth.
Yeah.
He moves the ball real easy.
Yep. Doesn't let anything bother him.
Nah.
You know, he can
At
deal with
least he
whatever
doesn't
comes up.
show it.
Right. Smooth on the outside.
Yeah, well,
Working like crazy on the inside, probably.
I would think, but I don't know. When you're really a top player, maybe it comes easier to them, you know?
They might. They just seem to see it. You know, they know what shot needs to be played, when it needs to be played.
Yeah, he's got to get that 12 or 13 ball off that rail. Got to dress that pretty quick.
He can do it now if he wants. Just draw back from the 10.
Yeah.
From this stripe.
Yeah, he didn't choose that path.
I think he wanted to get angle on the 8 to go into the 12. Push the 12
push
out
the
for his
12.
great shot.
Absolutely, yeah.
But I don't think he got there. I think he goes now. He draws now for the 13. No.
Playing a side pocket.
He might leave the 15 as his break shot.
Yeah, a little high.
No,
And he got the 4 now. He pushed the 4. Is that the
pushed
4?
The 5. That's the 5.
Five?
Pushed the 5 out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's better ball.
I've been
Sure.
calling it the 4-2 all week.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like the 4 ball, but the 4 is that purple. Which gets confused with the 8 because they're both dark, and the yellow tint for the screen here.
No, he's going to probably play that and then go over and get the 13 off the rail. That would be a nice play, and then use the 7 as his key ball to get to the 15. Yeah, that's what he's going to do.
Yeah. He came a little far.
Yeah, bounced off a little too much.
Now he's got a little bit of work to do.
Wow, he's not even going to play it. Really tough to tell what is the right shot because you sitting here, you can't sense those 1 or 2 inches or a half an inch.
Right. Hard to tell what the exact angle is.
Absolutely. He's got to get it now, though. He's got to go up for it
Yeah,
now.
absolutely. He's okay.
Now he's good.
You can just draw 1 rail or come straight across. I like drawing this to get the 6 on the side.
Yeah. He tried. Now he's got to go 3 rails.
I think you might just go 1 rail and cinch it.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can come back and get the angle if he goes 3.
Yeah, you're right. That's what he did. Well, he's a wonderful shot maker, so I don't think this will present much of a problem.
Okay, I want to just step out real quick, see if I can get the score. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. Probably going to follow this in a little bit. Hit the 2 top balls. He's going to punch it a little bit here. Yeah. Nice shot. Beautiful shot.
All right, 66-18. I believe the score is for Rodney Morris. And yeah, he's got a couple of shots here to go into him.
Yeah, he's got the 11 and the 3 off of that dark ball in the corner there, whatever that is.
Yeah, he's got to spin forward and get on the
4 ball maybe, yeah. That's good. It's always wonderful to have 2 balls over there. Then you don't have to. Wow, he lost it. He lost the shooter.
Yeah, he might have miscued on that one a little bit.
Yeah, it turned into foul. He wanted to punch it to the rail. You see the spin he had on it. Come over for the 11. He still might make the 11. He's a wonderful shot maker.
He's got to worry though. I mean, he'll glance off the 8 maybe and just go way up table. I'm surprised he hit a lot thicker. That's why you notice he came to the short rail.
Yeah.
He hit it too thin actually.
Yeah, he
overcut it. If he hits it thicker, the cue's going to go up.
Absolutely, lose the shooter.
Yeah, you see, both of these guys have been missing a little bit. You wouldn't expect them to make mistakes like that.
I tell you, when you get out there and play, you can miss anything.
It's a whole different ball game.
Oh, no question. Nice shot. First shot's always tough to get started. Definitely got to play the dark ball. I think that's the 4 ball.
That's the 8, I think. Yeah, see, with the yellow tint that the screen has, it's real difficult for us to distinguish what colors.
I noticed even his frame before this, when Shawn got up there, the table was tough. He got out of a beautiful table.
Right.
Just like now, the balls are tough.
I like rolling down and getting on the 11.
Yeah, but then when you're there, if you don't get on it right, then you got to turn the cue ball loose.
Well,
I like the 11 and the 7 in the side, and then you can kind of play from there.
Yeah, I was going to say he can do that. Depending on, like you said, depending on the angle on the 7.
Yeah.
It kind of it's forming like a half a circle there. You know, he wants to kind of be in the middle of it, but it's tough to get in there.
You see now, if you go too far, now he can't get there. Now he's got to turn the cue ball loose.
You think he just thins it and maybe goes into the 2?
He hit him, see?
That worked okay, 'cause now he's in that middle, like I said. Now he's got shots.
Yeah.
He can play the 7, he can play the 3, he can play the 6.
Oh, I bet he's playing the 3.
You know.
He's going to kick the 13 out, maybe. He's got to be careful here,
He's
though.
draw into the 7.
Yeah, okay, good.
Now he gets the 13 out. I don't know if the 15 goes. Well, it looks like the 15 might go. I kind of like playing that too.
He'll leave the 6 as a break shot. That's pretty good. He got high enough for the 7.
Yep. If not, he can play the 2, or he can play the 6 and then the 7.
Yeah. That's what he's going to do. He's going to stop. Probably play the 7, 13, and then
forward.
4.
Right, roll forward for the 13. Or he can just stop right here and come one rail.
Yeah. That's a better way to play. That's an easier way. Yeah.
Again, I thought he had the angle he's going away from it, so he just roll over. But, yeah, that works great. One rail, maybe 2 rails, a little bit of left-hand.
Sure. 2 rails. Boom.
Gets on the 5.
Middle of the table.
Yeah, Shawn's still learning the game of straight pool. I believe his high runs in the 80s.
I tell you what, he's playing nice. He really is.
Well, he's an excellent shot maker. He just has to learn the patterns a little bit, like everyone does in the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, and then it'll start coming more naturally to him. And the more you play it, the more you see the patterns.
You see this now? He wound up. If he came back another 2 inches, which is, I realize it's being precise, but there's a big difference on the angle on the break shot. You come back just another 2 inches.
We're going to get an update on the score for you in a second.
Now, I would think he would punch this a little low, I would think, and try to come back off the 11 ball. Yeah, he's going low. Got to hit this pretty good to get the cue ball. That's a good shot. Beautiful shot. And he opened him up real nice. He's got 4 balls down the bottom of the table, though, that he's got to get right on one of them to get there. They look open, but they're tricky.
Well, that's just
tricky.
You got to be in the middle of them.
Yeah, you got.
There's nothing really. He might be able to play the 4 past the 1, but getting to it.
Yeah, he's got
the issue.
It's tricky.
You know what I like? I guess he's going to play the 13 in the side.
Oh, no doubt.
And then play the 15 and go back into the 8 from there.
Now he's going to play the 15.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No, okay, yeah.
I mean, I think he would have got better results had he
Got
had
a shot,
different
though.
angle.
He's got a shot, though.
Yeah, he's got the 12.
He can come back out for the 7.
No, he doesn't want to hit the 6 at all.
No. I take the 11 out now, and then the 13. You got to play.
You know what? I might like taking the 3 out. If the 3 goes by the 9.
Yeah, tough shot.
It is, but that'll open up the whole right-hand corner for the 1 and the 4.
Yeah.
If the 4 doesn't go by the 1, that'll should solve that problem, because now we can get to the 1.
Yeah, I would play the 11, 13, and then the 2 in the corner if that's the 2. That would work over that way. Which is what he's going to do.
Yeah.
He might even,
I like that.
From the 2, he can go over to the side rail and then play the 3. That's his path to get down to those 4 balls on the bottom. If he chooses to do that, which he's doing it. See, now he's got the angle to go across table, and he'll have the 3. And I wouldn't hit into these balls now. I would go across table for the 3.
I kind of think he's going to roll up just past the 7. That'll give him the 4.
Okay, yeah, it looks like he's doing that.
It's nice and easy.
Okay.
Yeah, he kind of.
That's fine.
Hard.
That's fine.
He lost his break shot for now, but he can create something else. And now he can get to 3 and 9 easier.
Oh yeah, more critical is to get on these balls down here.
Yep.
He's playing well though.
He is. Yeah, he's a good shot maker, and he's hungry to learn the game.
Yeah. Maybe if he got a little higher, he might have had that 14.
Yeah.
Or the 10. I think it's a 10 ball.
Yeah.
But he's too
14's next.
he's too low.
But he plays the 3. I don't think he goes into him with the 3.
I think I would.
Yeah.
No, he's not gonna. Because he had the 1 as help, you know. But I don't know that, you know, even the 14-8 might be a dead combination. Can't tell from here.
I mean, there's only 3 balls left that are in trouble, and he might have to go back into them again.
He's got to eventually.
With no insurance. You know?
Yeah, that's the problem. You leave clusters till the end of the frame, they become real tough.
Okay, you know what I kind of like? Playing the 1, come 2 rails out to the center of the table and go into him with the 7.
Yeah, that's good.
If you come down table, you got the 9. You're gonna push him out a little bit. 10's gonna come towards the corner pocket.
That's a good strategy.
You know, come on.
Oh, he hit into them.
Yeah, he went into him good, and he spread real nice for him.
Absolutely.
Worked out well. He's got 2 break shots on the left. I think he plays the 7 in the corner, bumps out the 5 for his tee ball, uses the 8. It's low on the rack, but it's workable.
Well,
and now he can do whatever he wants.
I like a ball low on the rack or high on the rack.
Yeah.
In the middle is, is tougher. Low, the ball's open real well.
Yeah. Or high, they open real well. Yeah, you're not going through the heart of the pack.
Right.
You know, you're not hitting
Plus,
the
the
mass.
cue ball will get out of there, you know.
Yeah.
He's playing nice. Playing real good.
Yeah, he's working the rack real well, but I'm going to get up real quick. Actually, after this rack is over, I'm going to go up and just double check what the score is. I'm going to get that updated for you.
Sit down, boy.
Yeah, he overhit
Sit
that
down.
a bit.
Sit
Cool.
down.
Oh, man.
Yeah, boy.
Now he's got to play his break shot.
Yeah.
And he's got to roll that in.
Man,
If he looks straight,
and he's over the ball, too.
he's going to have to break with that ball he's by.
Got problems here. Big time.
Yeah. I don't know if he can get enough cue on it to play a stop shot. If he can do that, he might be able to cut that stripe in and get on an angle where he can play the 5. But that's asking an awful lot.
I don't think he can. I don't think he's got the cut on that stripe ball.
No, he can't play that.
Let's see how he can get his cue in there. I didn't think he could do that. At least he can get his cue in there.
He might be able to get a little closer to the stripe ball.
Nice shot.
You see, like I said, from here he can cut the stripe in and maybe get on the 5. Because he can't.
Either that or get on to 14 to play safe.
Yeah.
I mean, either ball doesn't offer all that much.
No.
But he's going to play. You're right. He's going to play the stripe, try to get on the 5.
He just has to pretty much roll this in, right? Center ball.
Tough shot. Yeah.
Speed control is
Absolutely.
important
Yeah, he hit it beautiful.
here. Yeah, he overhit it though, but
Yeah.
you would expect it's such a difficult shot.
No question.
You know, you're gonna focus more on making your object ball. Hang on one sec. I'm gonna go get that score update.
It's got to be pretty close. He's got to be close in this match.
All right, we are at 70 to 42.
70 to 42. Huh?
Yeah, Shawn is trailing, but he's at the table and he's looking real good. He is making it look a little difficult. It's not just coming apart real easy, and he's struggling through them, but he's getting through them.
Hey, sometimes the table won't let you look.
Yeah.
It's always hard. The way the balls sit is...
No, I don't think he can get into it.
No.
Well, he's got to play 2 rails. He's got to play this with a high right.
Or one rail with a low left, and you'll hit off the one rail and come back in the center of the ball. But you have to hit so hard, I don't know if it's worth it.
I like kind of just this one. You can almost roll in with speed and maybe clip the bottom of the stack.
And he tried your way.
Yeah.
He tried 2 rails.
And you got lucky too in a way. He didn't leave Rodney anything, and he didn't go into the stack.
He wound up real good because the ball is a problem being behind the rack. He can't hit behind it even to take a scratch.
You're just gonna thin off the 13 and go 1 rail towards that side pocket.
That's tough.
Yeah, but he's gonna go into the top of him.
Yeah, he's gonna try to hit the 6 ball or whatever that. Yeah, he hit it good, but not hard enough.
And that's all right. That's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Take the
you got to take a foul.
Take
Sure.
the foul. Exactly. I try to talk about how these guys are running to 100. That's nothing. Run to 112 or 14 or whatever you're going to do. Don't be afraid of taking the scratches.
You got 2 fouls you can use, and you got to use them.
Absolutely. But even like I said, even take the 3rd foul and re-rack them again instead of giving your opponent a full open table.
Yeah.
Like I said, you're going to 100, go to 112, go to 115, go to 118.
Yep.
For these guys, that's no big deal. So don't be afraid to take that scratch.
And sometimes you're at the table and you try to force things, and then it always works against you.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
gotta kind of take what the table gives you.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think I would have done what he just did, because now he can send them down table. He got the advantage.
Yeah.
Shawn could have backstretched him down the end of the table.
Yep.
And put the ball right where it is now, and had Rodney shooting this. But
He gave him a look at the 14 though.
yeah, I don't think he can make that.
I think he
maybe
could.
he can.
I
maybe,
think he
maybe
could.
he has the angle to shoot it.
He's going to have to shoot it. I mean, I hate to say it, he can't really play safe off the 12. He could, but he's going to leave Rodney maybe the 14.
Yeah.
And if he hits it too thick, the 12's coming out to the other corner. He'll have a shot on that with a good shot to go into him with the 5. So, yeah, I think Shawn's going to have to shoot this out of necessity.
Yeah, it might be a do or die here. You're right.
He's got no choice.
I don't know if he can get the cue ball past that striped 10 ball there to get an angle on that 14, though.
Yeah, I think he's got room for that.
I don't know. I'm betting he tries to safe off the 12. No, you're right. He's cueing that ball.
No, he's going to play the 12. It looks like he's playing the 12.
No, he's playing the 14. You were right. He's going to shoot it.
Yeah, the angle, yeah. Looked like he was going to go into the 12. But something that he had to do.
Rodney actually created him, forced him to shoot that. And if he made it, yeah, okay. But it was length of the table shot.
Very difficult. Very difficult shot, especially that close to the rail.
Yeah.
You're only cueing at half a ball. Very tough to do. So Rodney set the trap, and Shawn fell for it.
Yeah. But if he makes it, he's the hero.
Yeah.
Do or die shot. That's
like you said. It's one or the other. Feast or famine right there. And it looks like Rodney's going to feast, and Shawn's going to famine. Well, played a little thin shot on the 6 to get in that corner. Wasn't too crazy about that, but I think the 5 goes.
Yeah. He might go back into the balls from here. He might. He did. Yep.
Yeah, I guess right with
the 12 there for his help.
Yeah, 12. He's got the 13. He might be able to play this and bump it
Bump
out.
it. No, he had it straight.
Yeah, he could have bumped it out if he had that angle, but he can roll the 12 up, get on the 3 to go back into him. He doesn't have to hit him hard, to break him out. In fact, he doesn't even have to break him out anymore.
Well, you're better off not moving them when they're all open. Once you start moving them, you create problems.
Yeah.
But sometimes the table forces you to do that.
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday. Where it's pretty much it's a guideline. Like you said, if the balls don't touch, don't go into them.
Right.
Because you can only create problems. But sometimes you
You
have
have to because of the
know?
way the table sits.
Right.
You can't.
It's not an option. You have to go into them. And if you know that and you hit it with the right speed,
You
and
open
not
them.
create another problem. If
Yeah.
you can see what's going to happen, it's okay to do it. Like you said, sometimes you have no choice.
That's why the game's got a lot of mystery to it.
Oh, absolutely. Well, the game itself can't be beat.
No,
You
it's a
can't beat
wonderful
pool.
game.
It's
a wonderful game.
You can only try to beat your personal best. It's like a golf course. A golf course is just there. You can't beat a golf course. You have to just try and beat your personal best. Try and
Yeah, that's so true. You're really not playing the opponent, so to speak.
no, you're never playing the opponent because he's got nothing to do with what you do.
Yeah.
Just like golf, you're not playing the opponent. You're playing the course, and the course is just there. Course is never wrong.
But you always, in the back of your mind, the opponent, you weigh how good the danger of what you're doing against who you're playing. You can't help but not do that. Even though you're right, the opponent means nothing. It's what you do.
Yep. I think the better players are
They eliminate that, sure.
Yeah, they're more akin to eliminating that.
No question.
So, if there's any amateur players out there that want to try and improve their game, try and take that to heart. When you're up there trying to compete against somebody, try not to worry about what the other guy's going to do because it has no effect really on your game. You're the guy shooting. You're not playing an opponent. You have to deal with what the table tells you.
Well, the game also, it's physical, but it's also a mind game. It's how you think. It's how you go about what you're doing.
Yep. Now, did Rodney get that entire rack?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because Shawn missed the
played
break.
the
And
long shot. So he must
should
have
be-
84
He should be at
possibly,
84 right now to 42. We're going to try and get an update on that also. But he's in good shot. He's in good position right here.
Yeah, ball's high. You can get the cue ball free pretty easy.
Yep. What, he plays with a high ball, follow, a little bit of left and
Punch
right.
shot. That's it. Come out. That was perfect. A little spin to get in the middle of the table. You hit that so good because look where the cue ball is. It kind of, you can look at both sides of the table. You have your choice. You leave the cue ball near the rails, you limit yourself.
Right.
Get it towards the middle of the table, you're way better off.
Now, do you like playing the 4 ball right now and then getting on that combination to get the 5 out?
If it's makeable, the 5, which it looks like it is, I would go that now. Get it out of there.
Right.
Because the 4 is a blocker for that pocket, so you want to remove that. But you got to really know how those 2 balls lay. They look good, but who knows from here?
Yeah. If they're on, I like doing it right now.
Yeah.
Get rid of them.
Yeah.
You can draw back a little bit. You don't have to hit that hard, and you'll have the 15 next.
Yeah.
Oh, he came off that one kind of funny.
Yeah, but you know what I like what he did?
ended
I
up
like
good.
the
He almost
angle.
got stuck behind the 9.
But the angle now on the 15 gets him out. If you wound up no angle, so he got out.
Yep.
And now he made that. He plays so carefree. He just strokes him right in. Boom.
Yeah, I think he goes into him from here. He's going to do it
Yeah.
softly.
Yeah, there's a little mystery here. Yeah, he did it beautiful.
Yeah. Now, it looks like the 1 goes in the bottom left-hand corner, so if that goes, he doesn't have to go into him again.
Right.
He does have, looks like the 2 ball is a break shot. It's a little high, but it's workable. And he can always create something else right now because he's still got a bunch of balls left to do it. Well, that was a little suspect.
Yeah, he left himself. He might have to shoot the 3 down the corner. Possibly.
He might play the 15 and go into those 2 stripe and a 7.
From here, that looks like a very tough cut, but maybe, obviously not. No, the angle I see on the screen, it looked like he couldn't make that.
Yep. Now he's got the 3 to break him out.
Yeah.
He might force the 6 out off the 1 as a better break shot. But I think he'd have to roll forward for that, which I'm not too crazy about. Because, I guess
he don't want to go into them because
he doesn't need to. First off,
truly he doesn't, but for some reason he doesn't want to go into them.
No, he might decide that 6 is a good enough break shot.
Oh, he's going to play the 7 and then the 1. He's picking them off. No,
Now he's going to go into them. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Okay.
I think if he plays it right, the 2 pushes down the 1, he'll have a shot on the 1 next.
That's
He
pretty
stayed
good.
up, which
That's
worked out
pretty
well.
good. The 6 came out nice. 7's a beautiful key ball.
Well, I think that's the 6 ball.
Yeah.
That
I
you
use
think that's a little low?
No, I would use that.
You should be okay
I
for
like
here.
the ball low.
Yeah.
I like hitting the bottom 2 balls. Me, low or high is what I would. Obviously, he's doing something. He likes the high ball.
Yeah.
See, I like the low ball because the 7 got you right there, you know?
Yeah.
Now he's
Going to have to get there off the 13.
yeah, and you got to get a good angle.
He'll be all right. I mean, from here, it looks like he's okay.
He shoots anything.
He's played us 1 rail.
Yeah, it's perfect. Wonderful player.
Yeah. Very smooth.
Absolutely.
Full of confidence. Which you have to have.
Yep.
Just past center table.
Beautiful.
No, perfect from there. He's good. He's got 98 to Alaska's 42. He needs this and 1 more to win this first match of the day. We're going to have 3 more matches, 12, 2, and 4 o'clock. So if you guys are into straight pool, this is the place to be, let me tell you. And if you're in Virginia, if anyone near Virginia, near Richmond, come on down, Midlothian, Virginia, Diamond Billiards Club. Diamond Billiards, it's the greatest place to watch. Food, friendly people, great atmosphere. He's got the 13, if that combination's not on.
Yeah, I think he's only playing for 1 or 2 maybe, because there was a scratch there in the game.
Yeah, that's true too. There was. Oh, you don't want to get.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's all right. Yeah, he's got the 8. He can come up for the 11. We're not sure exactly how many he needs, but he should be fine.
That was it.
Might
Yeah,
have been
that was a
it.
scratch.
That was it. Rodney Morris defeats Shawn Morgan 100 to 42.